In Australia, every year, 1 in 20 people will have a serious problem with drugs or alcohol. That means that many of you here today will have seen firsthand the hurt that addictions can cause, not only to individuals, but to families and communities. Now, the best way we have to treat addictions is with long-term rehab. However, a huge problem with this approach is that many of the people who enter into rehab will end up dropping out before they reach the end of their program. When this happens, they're often labelled as unengaged, unmotivated, or unwilling to succeed. Basically, it's thought that the reason that they can't reach recovery is that they just don't want it badly enough. But my research tells a different story. I've found that 50% of people in rehab have a history of head injury, 41% have learning difficulties, and 70% have a mental health diagnosis. These risk factors, together with the neurotoxic effect of drugs and alcohol, have a profound impact on the brain. As a result, we find that 75% of people in rehab have difficulties with fundamental cognitive skills, such as attention, memory, and planning. In other words, it's not that they don't want to be engaged in rehab, but they don't have the necessary cognitive tools. However, there is some good news. In World First research, we've been trialling a 6-week group program for people in rehab that specifically targets these fundamentals of cognition. For example, we teach about how to focus attention, how to cope when you have a memory impairment, and how to make a plan in order to achieve a goal. We've already had 250 people across 10 rehab centres try out this brand new program. And what we find is that using these kinds of cognitive strategies leads to improvements in cognition that are double that associated with regular treatment. Further, our program creates a bridge which allows the individual to be more engaged in rehab, and as a result, they stay in treatment significantly longer and are much more likely to graduate from treatment rather than drop out. This shows that it is possible to give our clients the cognitive tools that they need to succeed in rehab, and our hope is that they'll continue to use these skills beyond rehab as they return to their families and communities. Thank you.